Hey guys, it's Ashley from Heavenly Hills Homestead, and I want to show you something pretty exciting that's going on here in the homestead and just give you a quick update on what we've got going on here. Don't mind the dogs running around and being free on the acreage here. So now that I've got the chickens some fresh water and some fresh food, I am going to show you what's really exciting that's going on in here. So if you guys have watched previous videos about our chickens, you know that they've been going through molt, which means that they lose a lot of their feathers and they grow in new feathers. It's a totally normal thing, a totally normal part of life for chickens, and they usually do that in the winter. But when they do that, their egg production goes way down. So for the past couple of months, we've been getting maybe 1, maybe 2 eggs a day if we're lucky, but often we just wouldn't get anything at all. But I have something exciting to show you. Look at that. We are getting eggs again. Yay! Good job, chickens. Good job, chickens. So we have 12 egg-laying hens and 1 rooster right now, and we're getting about 6 or 7 eggs a day right now, which is fantastic. They're coming back in their egg production. The weather's been getting a little bit warmer, and they're just coming back and being really healthy. Their yolks are super dark orange, which is fantastic. We feed our chickens all organic, no soy, no corn feed. And we give them mealworms as a treat, and we give them scratch grain as well, which is also non-GMO and organic. We do like to free range them as well, but as you can see, there's a lot of snow outside still. So in the cold months, we just keep them in their run because they don't want to go out in the snow anyways, and there's no vegetation for them to eat. The other thing that I wanted to show you is our rooster, Maddie, and how he's doing. Last time you guys saw him, he was still in the cage because he was new to the flock. And when you're introducing a new bird to the flock, you want to keep them separated for a while. You can see my dogs taunting the chickens from the outside of the run. You want to keep them separated for a while so they all get used to each other. And Maddie has been fully incorporated to the flock and not in the cage for quite a while now, and he's loving his girls. So let's see how he's looking. So here you can see some of the girls. They're kind of doing their thing, going in and out of the coop and under the coop. But there is Maddie the rooster. Isn't he pretty? He is just one handsome boy. He's very sweet too. He's very good with the kids. He actually wants nothing to do with the kids. He just runs away from them, which is good for a rooster. Our last rooster did not have that mentality with kids. He did not like kids, so we had to get rid of him. But this is Maddie. and he's a pretty boy, and he's very sweet, and he has the clearest and most beautiful crow I think I've ever heard. I'll have to see if I can get his crow on recording, but he is just an amazing rooster, and he's taking care of his girls. So that's what's exciting with the chickens. But we have a few other things that are going on in the homestead. So you can see it's still winter, still cold, still snowy, and that's normal for this time of year here in North Idaho. It's beginning of February. So we still have a couple feet of snow that's just sticking around, but we're getting some warm days mixed in. My dogs are running around here exploring. We're getting some warm days mixed in, and the snow will start melting over the next couple months, but we'll probably still have snow here and there into March, even into the end of March. But even though there's snow on the ground, we're planning. You can see right there, that's my garden space. It's still under 2.5 feet of snow, but we're planning. We're planning all the garden things. We're planning all the things for spring and summer. My seeds are ordered, and we're getting ready to start making our starts for the vegetable garden this year. We're also planning what more we want to do in the garden space. I want to create an orchard for our little homestead. We've got a few apple trees and a pear tree on the property, but they're not in a set orchard space, and they are older and weren't always well taken care of, and they're not the varieties that I would like. But we are planning to hopefully this year at least start getting an actual orchard set up on the property with the variety of trees that we want. We definitely want some more apples, pears. We'd like to do some plums, cherries, and maybe a few other varieties. We have to be careful about what we do because we're in, as you can see, a cold climate, so we got to have cold hardy plants. We also want to put in a berry patch and start that this year for raspberries and blueberries and strawberries. We go through a lot of berries throughout the year, so it would be great to start producing our own, and some of those plants take several years to really get going before they're producing much reliably. So if we can get that started this year, that'd be great, because in a couple of years we very likely could be producing what we need for the homestead. The other big project that we're planning for the homestead this year is bigger livestock. If you watched any other videos, you probably heard me talk about our desire and our plans to produce all of our meat from the homestead, and we do a lot of it now. We raise our own meat chickens each year, and we hunt off of our land, but we would also like to be able to do beef and pork. We're not going to be able to do both of those things just yet. We're not quite ready, but we are pretty sure that this year we're going to start with pigs. We haven't done big livestock like that before, so based on what we're reading and researching and talking to other homesteaders who've done these things before, we think that pigs would probably be an easier option for people who've never done that before. They don't take as long to come to maturity, and they don't need as much space. So that is part of the plan. So planning for that is researching what we need to get, what we need to prepare as far as fencing and shelter for them and feed for them, and sourcing where to get them. We're pretty sure we've got a source of where we can get pigs from a reliable source this year. And then, of course, what you do after they're raised and butchered, which for us is mostly in the freezer. So, yeah, that is what is up on the homestead these days. We're keeping busy, even though it's winter, prepping for spring and summer, which are our busy seasons. And now that we've got eggs again, we're able to enjoy eggs. I don't feel like I have to buy any from the store. and we're doing great. So I hope that you like this video and checking out what's going on in the homestead these days. And if you did, please give me a like and a subscribe. I'd love to have you hang around and check out videos. Don't forget to comment below and let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future on this channel. And until next time, welcome to the homestead.